Hey guys, it's Dennis here, and if you're watching this, you're interested in our SEO, search engine optimization, pricing, and plans. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what you get with our services, what it costs, and also share a case study of one of our clients with you. So let's just jump right into it. And you should be on this page. If not, then if you're watching this on the web, then just go over to our site, which will be listed below, or give us a call, and we can walk you through this personally. But basically, let me go through everything that you get. So we have three major plans that are tailored for any type of business, any size. If you're in a small town or just want to get started with our service to test this out, you get started with our small town plan. Covers about five targeted keywords per month. A suburbs plan covers about 10 keywords per month. And if you're in a major city and want to maximize and dominate your market space, obviously goes for our major city plan. It's about 20 keywords a month that we're targeting. Each one of these plans, there are different uh, things that we do as we get started and on a monthly basis. Every single one of the plans comes with our research setup phase, which is where we research the top competitors on the keywords that we're trying to target. So we look at who's number one, what they're doing, and basically kind of reverse engineer to see what they're doing and what we can do for your business to help you, overcome their search engine results and dominate, the listings. That starts with our keyword research. Our keyword research is pretty in depth. We target about, research about 100 different keywords, and we analyze them compared to your site, and then come up with a master list that explains what are the keywords that we're going after for you, and what keywords your customers are looking for. And in this right here, in this slide over here, you're going to be able to see this is an example of the keyword report. You can see it's pretty in depth, and it covers a lot of different metrics, all of the keywords that we get started. And what we do is we categorize them by search traffic, cost per click, how many pages are indexed, or basically how many people are trying to compete to be number one for that. Then you have a couple of metrics, which is what Google and the search engines look at now in terms of what gets you to rank, and that's called your page authority and domain authority. These are metrics that we use tools for to figure out. And then from that, we get basically an average of what each keyword difficulty is. And you can see we put them in order between easiest to most difficult. And then that's how we go to work on them, because obviously the name of the game is to get you traffic. And if we get started on the easiest first, we're going to be able to get you traffic and then start growing towards the more difficult keywords that have more traffic. So to give you an idea of what the competitive analysis also includes, we run your website, and this is where we get basically the domain authority and page authorities. And we do this for, like I said, not only you, but also your competition. We're able to see, how Google takes a look at your site, and also any links that you have, any type of social media signals that are coming to your site. And then also we look at your link profile. So based on that, we're then able to use that in conjunction with the keyword report, and then we do a full ranking analysis where we go, okay, these are the keywords that we're going after. And in this example, we're going to use, these are all the main keywords, but we'll get started with lead test in Frisco, Colorado, mold inspection, Frisco, Colorado, and asbestos testing, Frisco, Colorado. And then we do this for all the different search engines. So you can see here's our pre-SEO ranking analysis. Which this is what you're going to get at the beginning, right before we get started, after we've done our research phase. It's going to cover any listings that you have, and you can see right here we have no listings for this client. Relatively brand new site, never had any work done, and obviously we could tell once we do the ranking analysis, not showing up. We usually crawl within the first 10 pages. We go 10 pages deep. That meaning, we look to see if you're listed in the top 100 listings. Obviously, if you're not on page one, you're not on page none. So um, we look at, okay, even if you're in page three, page four, maybe those would be keywords that we could start testing out and optimizing. But you can see from this report, we cover Google, Yahoo, not listed for all the same keywords, Bing, AOL, and ask. So these are considered the five major search engines. Obviously, Google has 70% of all search traffic, but Bing and Yahoo, they're working together. They're bringing a lot of competition, and people are using them also by default when they get any devices. So um, after we do that, then basically, if we go back to our table, um, we finished our competitive analysis. We figured out the keywords that we're going to be targeting. We then give you the ranking report, which is the one that we just showed you the one, then the keyword difficulty report, which you just saw. And then you're going to get these reports every single month. The pre-SEO report, which is what you just saw, and then the monthly search engine ranking report, which is going to gauge against the pre-SEO report as a benchmark. So if you had no listings in the pre-SEO report, every single month we're going to look at, okay, where are you growing organically, the traffic from that report. So that's with the monthly website traffic report. Okay. After we get done with that, usually takes about a week, 2 weeks the most to kind of compile all the data, make sure that we have all the information correctly. We then go into SEO programming, which is doing all of the actual optimizing of the site. Includes your meta tag optimization, title tags optimization, checking the keyword density of the web pages that we're going to be optimizing, and also search engine, spider friendly optimization, seeing if your website is crawlable. Is it being able to get the attention of the search engines? We then also install the analytical software, which is going to let us know the traffic every single month. And after this phase is completed, which is usually between weeks 1 and 2, we then move on to our content and link building strategy. So this is kind of, if all of this stuff beforehand was, to use the analogy of baking a cake, was, we're putting the ingredients in it. We found out, okay, what is it, what are the ingredients that we need to make this cake that we're making? After we figure that out, we mix it all up in the programming stage. And now the content and link building stage is kind of like we put everything in the oven, get it ready to start cooking, and start getting ourselves a beautiful cake in terms of ranking. So, depending on the plan that you select, how many keywords, and the area or location that you're targeting, there's going to be different approaches to this. If you're in a small town, then basically what we're going to be able to do is use some high authority link building or backlinks, very specific to your market, very specific to the niche, very specific to the keywords and the content related to it. We're going to use that in addition to article marketing, where we either write some articles. If you have some articles also, we could use those, and then those we're going to distribute throughout the web and the blogosphere, doing some content marketing. So those two things usually, if you're in a relatively small market that's not so competitive, is usually going to get you some results. Um, if you're in a place where it's a little bit more, competitive, we then move into using viral social media marketing, whereas things like getting you, shared on social media, getting you shared on Facebook, on Twitter, different other places. That's basically going to kind of show that your website is getting activity and you are popular in your category. If you're in a major city, then we move on to more mainstream press releases, similar to old school marketing, where we're doing press releases relevant to not only the keywords but the services, and then that also kind of ties into the keywords, the content. All of this is content, white hat, Google friendly, what they're looking for in terms of branding yourself. Really, that's what Google is really looking for, is a way for you to brand your website, your business, and show the World Wide Web that you're relevant and you're proactive in your marketing. So all of these things help to make that possible. Okay, so that's great. You guys have an idea of what comes with everything. Let's go into some results. If we go back to our pre-SEO report for our client that we're using as a case study, you can see that he has no rankings in none of the search engines. And then if we move into very shortly after that, um, go into our first report, which in once we ran this report, then we're able to find 49 total rankings. Out of those 49, um, then you have they're all categorized, and this is what you're going to be getting every single month in terms of where are your keywords, where they're showing up, and you know how are we helping you grow organically and the traffic that's growing. So you can see a lot of yellow, a lot of rankings, a lot of these moving up, a lot of these are on page one already, not only for Google but for also all the other search engines. So let's jump into some of those so you can see those live. So we'll take for example um, this first keyword, and then just in the interest of being very thorough, if we go back, and this is why the research phase is mission critical, because when you do this correctly, you see the results. And that's number one, what a lot of people are not doing right now correctly, is they're not doing their research. They're just saying, okay, what keyword do you want to be on number one for? Tell me, we just go for it. And that's why a lot of clients that come to us, they don't see any results because they haven't done their homework first. So we're very thorough when we do the keyword research to make sure that number one, your customers are looking for them, but also number two, we're going to be able to get you up there, right? Because that's really what you're paying for us, and that's what you're coming to us because we're experts at doing this. So, um, looking at these three main keywords, lead testing, Frisco, Colorado. If we go to our example on Google, our client is number one, okay, organically, number two, number three, okay, and number four, okay. And you could see that he's taking up 40% of the organic listings. He's even above Home Advisor, which is a huge company, national company, and they're also listed one, two, three. They're listed three. So basically, what we were able to do for our client is push Home Advisor out. And the reason why we're able to do this because in the search engine's eyes, this is a local business. Okay, Home Advisor is a multi-state business. So when somebody's searching for this, most likely, if you look at everybody that's paying for advertising, they're all local businesses, right? They're all local businesses in the local area, right? So what search engines have done is they looked at the content that we've generated, um, the high authority link building that we've done, and said, okay, this company eTest Networks is basically the number one um, lead testing provider in Frisco, Colorado. And what they've done, in addition to granting him three first page listings, they've also put him on the knowledge graph. Now, this is something that came out a couple of years ago where they highlight the person that is the predominant business in that sector. So you can see they've put him here. And he's covering actually not only Frisco, but also going into Denver, which we're also working on that for him. It's in our list of keywords, and it's a very competitive keyword. But this was, the very first keyword that we started working on, and you could see the massively successful results for first page listings. Okay, if we go on to keyword number two, which is mold inspection, Frisco, Colorado, we then would see something similar, right? He's right here, number one, number two, and for mold, ServPro is actually the main competitor, is the main chain competitor, and we're actually above them. Okay, and you can see that we're also above Home Advisors here, and then a lot of other local companies that are doing SEO um, might not be doing it as well as what we're doing for our client. Like I said before, we do a lot of high authority backlinking, a lot of good content, press releases and all the other stuff, social media signals. So depending on the package that you pick, again, you're going to be getting, and depending on the market. So right here for this secondary keyword, second keyword, he's listed twice. If we go on to the third keyword in our keyword report, asbestos test in Frisco, Colorado, then we're able to see that he's again also listed once, twice, and that's where he's at. He has 20% of the search organic traffic is him. Okay. And what we did for this client is he started getting some really great results, and he even wanted to do a little bit of pay per click advertising. So he's actually showing up also over here on the pay per click. We don't have them completely very high. It's just some people do click on the ad. So when people come here, he's just showing up as the most dominant company up here, even though he is a small business, great business out there in Colorado, but he looks way bigger than what he really is. And he really is getting the bulk share, the lion's share of the business because he is showing up so aggressively. Again, over here we have the knowledge graph, which you can see, and basically he's having a ton of results with us. So, and this not only works for Google, it's also for the other search engines. If we go to Bing, again, you'll see him up here. If we go to some of the other keywords, mold inspection, again up here, number one, asbestos testing, again number one. So that's basically the rundown of our plans, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at the number on this page, or visit our website if you're seeing this on YouTube or any other video site. And give us a call. We'll be happy to get started with you, doing a competitive analysis, doing an audit, finding out the keywords that your customers are looking for you, and then at the end having you just absolutely dominate, the search engines listing. So thanks so much, guys. Thanks for all of your interest, and have a great day. Take care.